Yo, what's up, boys? Peanut Life here, and today we are reacting to kids that killed people or killed family members or car crash. I don't know. As y'all can tell, title's right there. And yeah, let's get into the video.
Kenzie Shirilla.
Enough yapping.
17-year-old who was found
Kenzie
guilty
Shirilla,
of
17
murder
years old.
for causing a car crash that killed her
Wait,
boyfriend.
what did he say?
This is Mackenzie Shirilla. She's a 17-year-old who was found guilty of murder for causing a car crash that killed her boyfriend and his friend.
Kenzie decided.
Dang! Boyfriend and friend at the exact same time. Like, why would you do that?
Death was the ultimate goal that day. This
Death? That's crazy, Judge.
was not reckless driving. This was murder.
Shirilla's boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his friend, Davian Flanagan, were
I thought she was dating Davian. Because Davian, not gonna lie.
in the car when she crashed into the side of a commercial
Dang, look at that brick wall.
building outside of Cleveland, going 100
Cleveland.
miles per hour. Both men were pronounced dead at the scene, and Shirilla survived. Prosecutors argued that
She
the
should
teen
be
had
dead.
a toxic relationship, and Shirilla had made violent threats against her boyfriend.
Threatened his property. She threatened to break into his house.
Correct.
Reportedly, she crashed her car on purpose because she wanted to kill her boyfriend, and that his friend was just collateral damage. The prosecutor said the intent was obvious upon seeing that
Like,
video.
why would
that
you
there was
kill your
only one
boyfriend?
goal.
You
If
see
he
her
didn't do nothing.
driving very calmly and making the right turn, and then all evidence indicates she immediately put the pedal to the metal and drove straight into a building at 100 miles per hour. I think those really demonstrated to us that this was no accident.
And a few days before the crash, she allegedly took the same route to plot the crime. This is where the judge now finds her
Plot the
guilty.
crime.
Count one. Finds the defendant, Mackenzie Shirilla, guilty of murder. To wit, Dominic Russo.
Guilty.
She now stands up to be placed in handcuffs as she continues to tear up.
Count two. Finds the defendant, Mackenzie Shirilla, guilty of murder. To wit, Davion Flanagan.
Shirilla now has a
Dang.
moment to speak
Let's
before
hear
her
her.
sentencing.
Let's hear her talk.
Families of Dom and Davia, I'm so deeply sorry. I hope one day you can see I would never let this happen or do it on purpose. I wish I could remember what happened. I'm just so sorry. I'm heartbroken.
There was no medical condition that caused this as an accident. There was no mechanical failure of the car. A failed suicide attempt is not a defense to murder. There's a
Suicide.
very good likelihood, Mackenzie, that you will spend the rest of your life in prison. She's sentenced
Dang.
on count one, 15 years to life. Count two, 15 years to life. to be
15
served
years.
concurrent to each other.
The judge just sentenced her to 15 years to life in prison.
She's in there to 15 lives of prison. You know what? I'm gonna search her up on Google. Wait, no. I'm not. That's just dumb. Searching her up on Google is just dumb. 15 years to life in prison. Dang, that's crazy. I mean, like crashing your car, killing two people. It's crazy, bro. Like, don't do dumb stuff. Did I just
This
hear?
is
I just hear someone you're innocent.
Aiden Fuji, who pled
Aiden
guilty in
Fuji.
court for the murder of his classmate when he was only 14 years old.
Having fun.
You killed someone when you were 14 years old. Oh my gosh.
In a cop car.
Fuji was classmates with a 13-year-old girl from Patriot Oaks Academy in St. Johns County, Florida. Fuji stabbed her 114 times.
114 times? Dang! Why would you stab her 114 times for what?
Her dead body was later recovered from the woods. After Fuji was arrested, he can be seen in the back of the cop car taking Snapchats. Now this video shows Fuji
Wait, then who's that guy?
and his parents 114 times. Her dead body was later recovered from the woods. After Fuji was
Wait, then who's that guy on the white t-shirt?
arrested, he can be seen in the back of the cop car taking Snapchats. Now this video shows Fuji and his parents in the interrogation room.
The Snapchat that you did, his number is smart.
Like you're all over the internet network. This is serious.
It's very serious.
This is no joke. This is your whole life. Your whole life.
And ours.
And ours.
A video from prosecutors
Come on,
showed
Aiden.
Fucci and the girl allegedly walking together right before she was murdered. Then about 90 minutes later, the video shows Fucci allegedly running away from the area where the body was found.
114 stab wounds, 49 defensive wounds, 35 wounds to the head and neck, 29 to the back and shoulder.
39
and
to the
6
head and the neck. That's crazy. Ooh.
fatal wounds.
After Fucci pled guilty to first-degree murder, the judge now hands down his sentence.
Under the plea of guilty to the crime of first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. Because of your age, you are eligible for review of the sentence in 25
Life.
years.
After Fucci was
So,
sentenced, he stood
so he's going to life in prison for 25 years. Or I'm just hearing this wrong. But I know he's going to life in prison, but I don't know what the 25 years is for.
still with a little movement. This is Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodale.
Willard
and at just
Miller.
16 years
Oh,
old,
16.
they are both charged for the murder of their high school Spanish teacher. Reportedly, it was
Spanish.
over a bad grade.
We then moved her off of the trail where I then
A bad grade. A bad grade. Who cares? Make up that grade. You don't have to murder your teacher or kill your teacher, your Spanish teacher, for a bad grade. Man, boys.
struck her and she died as a result.
Miller and Goodale went to Fairfield High School in southeastern Iowa. Nohema Graber was the Spanish teacher at the school, and Miller was one of her students. After he received a bad grade from Graber, he and his friend Goodale planned to kill her.
We discussed a general plan. I'll stand up here, you can look out, wait for Miss Graber to show up.
Graber went for her usual walk at Chattawaka City Park. The boys knew that as they stalked her and they waited to
They
ambush
stalk her like Jeffrey Dahmer.
She walked by, hit her in the back of the head, and then I said, we should make sure she's dead. So we hit her a couple more times.
They then dragged her into the woods and beat her to death with a baseball bat.
What was the plan?
A baseball bat? Like, they beat her to death with a baseball bat. That's crazy. Like, oh. If you get a bad grade, just make it up. Or go to tutoring. Don't kill your teacher.
Save the body. At that time, we were going to hide the body. I guess in our arrogance, we kind of assumed that nobody would ever find her.
Not long after, both boys were arrested. Court documents allege that the
boys?
witness who knew Goodale showed law enforcement Snapchat messages that showed Goodale and Miller's involvement in the murder. One of the Snapchat messages saying, "Point of view, you're my Spanish teacher, and this is the last thing you see." Followed by,
Dang.
"Time to hide a body." Jeremy Goodale
Dang.
would later plead guilty and testify against his best friend Miller.
I understood that he had the intent to kill Mrs. Graber.
What is your plea to murder in the first degree, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
This is the moment that Goodale gets to speak before his sentence.
I've had time to think on what to say, and I'm sorry, truly sorry. Every day I wish I could go back and stop myself. I can't comprehend losing a loved one in such an awful way.
And now the judge hands down his sentence.
The defendants shall be sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
Now for
Life.
Miller. This is him apologizing before he receives his sentence.
I would like to take this opportunity to wholeheartedly accept responsibility for the role that I've played in the murder of Nohema Graber. To the family, I'm sincerely sorry for the distress that I've caused you and the devastation. And I ask that I'm given a chance, and I don't want to be institutionalized. I don't want to be in so long.
You
that I
killed
forget
your
about
teacher,
what matters,
buddy.
where I come from, and I look forward to getting through this.
And now the judge has some final last words.
The defendant, Willard Noble Chady Miller, should be sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 35 years.
Miller seems to be completely
35
unfazed.
years.
This is Rachel Schoaf and
Rachel
Sheila Eddy,
Schoaf.
who are both in court today for the murder of their friend when they were only 16.
Oh my gosh. What? Huh. Like, why would you kill your friend if, like, why would you kill your friend at age 16? Oh my gosh, boys. Like, oh.
Years old.
Their scheme was to hide knives on their bodies and to attack Skylar at an agreed upon moment.
In Star
Hide
City, West
knives
Virginia,
under her
Shof and
body?
Eddie were friends with 16-year-old Skylar Neese.
Oh, that's the friend.
Reportedly, Shof and Eddie decided they didn't like Neese anymore, so they planned to kill her.
Sheila Eddy and Rachel Shof carried out that plan. Together they stabbed and killed Skylar.
After Shof's confession,
killed
both
Skylar,
teens
that's
were arrested. Shof agreed to plead guilty to second-degree
Plead
murder
guilty
in
'cause you killed
exchange
your
for her
friend.
cooperation in the case.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's a proper way to make this apology because there are not even words to describe the guilt and remorse that I feel each day for what I've done. I hurt the Neese family and those who love Skylar. I hurt my parents and shamed my family. May God bring eternal peace to Skylar and the entire Neese family.
After securing
Of course you hurt your family. You just killed your best friend.
a plea deal, the judge now gives Shof her sentence.
Rachel Shof, it is the sentence of the court that you be imprisoned in the West Virginia State Penitentiary for a period of 30 years.
But she will have
Okay,
the possibility
30 years. 30 years. Wait, what year was this?
of parole in 10 years. And now for Eddie.
It is the sentence of the court that you be imprisoned in the West Virginia State Penitentiary for the rest of your natural life. That sentence.
Okay, why is she going to prison for the rest of her life if the other girl is going to prison for 30 years? I say the prison girl who's going to prison for 30 years should go to prison for for life in prison because she did it too. I don't know.
Sentence is technically with mercy, which makes you eligible for parole after you have served 15 years.
Oh, that's it. Well, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, don't murder your teacher, or don't kill your best friend, or don't get into a car accident. And yeah, don't do all that stuff. And yeah, be a good kid or a good person. And yeah, I'll see y'all penis lovers out there. Bye.